Heavy is the head that has to manage all of this.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel.
We're now incentivized to buy what we already buy.
Fumbling through college had me building.
I also got some done on the other side.
And that was right around, I would say, May, maybe, right before renewing the lease for this property.
Welcome to the channel, Martha.
Thank you for having me here.
Oh, I was going to say, I am getting up there and age, I'll tell you what.
Bills paid by other people, life was never this good. I had to step back, knowing that it's
Peace and love. Let's not forget that I want your success and that I'm wishing you the best in everything that you do. Today, we're going to talk about the current job market and everything that's been transpiring, at least around me, and then from what I'm hearing from other people. So right now, there's a lot of job opportunities available, at least in the Midwest area. And I'm seeing so many people get job offers left and right. In fact, although I've already accepted a job, I'm still being bombarded with different job offers for more and more and more money. Now, one key thing that I also want to preface is that a lot of the times, I'm just going to use a specific industry as an indicator, but the logistics industry. I used to work for Amazon, and they had tiers. So you had your members, you had your process assistants, also known as PAs. Then you had your area manager. Then you had area manager level 2. Then you had your operations manager, senior operations manager, so on and so forth. All right. Now, in other companies, they may have, instead of a PA, they'll call it a lead. And instead of an area manager, they'll call it a supervisor. And then your operations manager is actually a manager. And the pay structures differ so much that it is, if you don't understand the titles that are used, you may be sucked into a lesser position or a higher position based on whatever the case may be. There's a lot of emerging businesses and companies coming about in many fields, whether it be the banking sector, surprisingly, the logistics center, especially third-party logistics, the healthcare industry, and so many others like the restaurant industries as well. So it's imperative that when they're emerging, it's hard to gauge what the price range is and the price point is, and sometimes you may often sell yourself short of what it is that you may be able to obtain. So it is very imperative that when you are applying for jobs, when you are looking within the job market, that you're also understanding what the salary ranges are for these companies. And in fact, you may even want to ask the person interviewing you, what is the salary range for this position, which gives you a base or a guideline, right? And a lot of the job opportunities, they actually offer you the salary range. And so you can fit within that range and you can do things from within that range. The problem with it is that when you accept a position and then you're offered more and more from other companies, like what has happened to me, you're now in a position where you've already accepted an offer, and that can leave a sour taste in other businesses' mouths. And at least I try to be a man of honor. And so I don't necessarily want to lead people astray to feel as though, okay, I'm accepting this job opportunity, but this one is offering me more money. If you're overqualified for a position based on what you're being compensated in other areas of your life, then you must, navigate that properly and navigate that correctly to where you're not necessarily selling yourself short unless you have career aspirations specific to that specific industry, and that industry is offering you the best package available. And so I'm excited to say that, I've had an abundance of job offers come my way recently. But I also know that people have been reaching out to me that I haven't even applied for certain jobs. And they're saying, hey, this company is hiring, this job is hiring. And I've been doing that for other people as well. I'm letting them know, hey, this job is available, that job is available, apply, get what you want, get what you need. And so within the job market, I'm seeing a lot of people doing internships, going back to school, applying for different jobs where they can get more and more work. They're already employed, they're looking for an increase, and so they're looking to go above and beyond. I've had people that worked under me that I've told to apply for this higher tier position, and they're very ambitious. They're looking to go a tier above that, and it most likely is possible for them to reach that tier as well. So I say all that to say, although interest rates are super high, although the cost of living and the price of living has gone up exponentially, we understand that these businesses can make hundreds of millions and billions of dollars a year. And as a consumer, as an individual who's an employee working there, you want to also ensure that you're getting the best benefit from that job as well, for the hours that you put in, for the work that you put in. And then also, I want to also preface that you don't always want to look at the hourly rate, right? So when I looked at the hourly rate, I was looking at an hourly standpoint, 40 hours a week. How much am I making in terms of salary pay? But when you get to a specific hourly rate, if you're getting paid by the hour, not many people are going to be making $120 an hour, 40 hours a week, right? So when you ask what is your hourly rate, you can really cap yourself between about 40, let's say 37,000 a year and maybe 70,000 a year. If you're going off an hourly rate, you can truly cap yourself doing that. And so you want to get out of that mindset of only looking at the hourly rate, because you probably just want to work 40, 45 hours a week. And then you want to expand your mindset to what would the salary position be at 40 hours a week? Maybe it's 75 to 120,000. Maybe it's 120,000 to 200,000. And so I do have some salary positions that are being offered to me as well, where I don't necessarily know the hours just yet, but I would assume 40 hours a week. And that would be ideal moving forward, to be salary and be doing 40 hours a week, because now you get the work-life balance and you get the time management. Everything is just working in harmony. But some key takeaways. The first thing I did was I updated my resume. I was looking at people who were getting jobs and they were getting hired. And I wanted to say, you know what are they doing differently? Obviously, I can't take their experiences, but I can update my resume to be structured more like their own, and to really highlight the skills of the job that I'm seeking. I spoke to the HR team from the company that I previously worked at to tailor my resume and have it seem as though I am the top candidate for this job based on my experiences. And so once that resume was befitting for the job, I now knew, okay, this is the new standard, because resumes change every 5 or so years, and you want to be up to date with the current standard of how things are done. And then the next thing that I did was I applied for jobs that paid more and more and more than what I was currently making. And I made sure that even the baseline was more than what I was making at the top end. And so when I started to look at job opportunities and I would apply for maybe a middle ground position, sometimes I'd be given the base, which was still more than I was making. And it just shows what level of leadership they're looking for, what level of experience they're looking for, to where my background and my experiences are now so much more heavily weighted in what they're paying me. So I was, again, receiving offer after offer after offer, and it just continued to go up incrementally to the point where every week it was a bigger offer. Every week there was more and more to come. And there's still more to come, because although I stopped applying over a month and a half ago, a lot of these positions that I applied for are serious positions that require a lot of, open communication, several interview processes, a lot of dialogue. And so these companies will reach out to me 2 months, 3 months, 4 months later and say, hey, we're looking to move forward with you. We've done the background check. We've done this and that. We've done that and that. And they're really pressuring me to accept these positions, to where I have to say, I'm sorry, I have to decline, or I need a little bit more time, or let's move forward. But either way, I want to not only give you my personal experience, but give you some steps moving forward. So again, we're talking resume building. We're talking good communication skills. Talk about what you know, and then talk about learning what you don't know versus I don't know X, Y, and Z, and then moving forward like that. Right? I actually said that during the interview that I don't know this specific process. I can't remember exactly what the process was, but there was one thing that I did not recall doing in my previous work experience. And then I ended up still getting that job offer, which was shocking to me because I felt like I fumbled that and I felt like they would move on with somebody else who may have a little bit more confidence in that role. But they ended up actually choosing me for that position, which I'm also grateful for because, more opportunities is a blessing, and that's what we go off of, right? Saving money is an opportunity to invest. Getting a job offer is an opportunity to invest. Everything is a good and working opportunity. Even if I didn't get the job, that's an opportunity for me to improve and communicate better and more effectively because somebody else could have communicated better and could have easily have gotten that job. So with that being said, thank you for tuning in. I hope you got something out of this experience with me today. If you like the video, make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. You know I post every single day at 8 a.m. daily on YouTube and on Rumble, and I can't wait to see you on the next one. Peace.